A frontline police officer has given One News a first-hand account of why using tasers could save lives. The controversial stun gun's back in the spotlight. Remember these images on Monday of a man giving himself up after a 3-hour standoff. The incident in Hamilton is being held up as proof that people are more scared of tasers than firearms. Jessica Mutch has more with this exclusive report.
Not many police have fired a taser in the line of duty, but Constable Lisa Toseland has, and she says there's no doubt in her mind it saved the life of 3 children.
I took 2 or 3 steps within the house and was confronted by a man who initially was sitting on his child, cutting her face. He then stood up and held the knife at his throat. Without even blinking an eye, the taser was on him.
Earlier this week we saw just the threat of a taser was enough to coax this half-naked man armed with pieces of wood into police custody.
Criminals particularly seem to be more frightened of the taser than they are of guns.
Data from the taser trial shows that just presenting the taser resolved the situation in 7 out of 10 cases. It was only fired 1 in 10 times.
Police keep a record of every time that they use tasers. Now, I've been looking through all of those today. They give examples. In one of them, they say that an offender was painted with the laser light and they immediately backed down. In another case, they said that the taser most definitely avoided a violent struggle.
But some critics say tasers aren't supposed to frighten people into submission.
Well, I think traditional policing is better than pointing a terrifying weapon at somebody.
I would actually rather have an offender frightened of a taser than I would have a police officer smashed around the head or killed by an offender.
And this constable says she didn't have options.
Pepper spray, empty hand tactics. He had a knife. He still had it when he was shot with the taser.
We've uncovered that police plan to buy another 733 tasers at more than $4,000 a pop, and they'll be shared between 3,500 cops. The police will get their hands on them at the beginning of next year. Jessica Mutch, One News.